Welcome to today's video. And I thought today that I'd actually offer a practice for a change. And the practice that we're going to do today is going to be based on what is known as Mitra Bhavana, which means to cultivate an attitude of friendliness towards ourselves and towards all beings. And the basis for this practice is that in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, in the first chapter, Patanjali tells us a few methods that can help us to transcend or to overcome a disturbed mind. And one of those is to cultivate an attitude of friendliness. And to take that further, what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate a mantra, Om Mitraya Namaha, Om Mitraya Namaha, into the practice. And this is essentially framing the sun at the center of the practice, the sun as an example of friendliness, as an example of unconditional friendliness. The sun shines its light, shines its energy onto all of us without discrimination, without selectivity. It is an unconditional friendliness that it offers us, and through that we gain life. So the idea in the practice today is that we cultivate an image, if you like, or a visualization of the sun in our heart space. And we use mantra, and we use movement, and we use breath in order to cultivate that feeling of the sun shining inside us and to feel the radiance of that friendly energy which we offer to ourselves and which we offer to all beings. So let's get into the practice. So as you can see, I'm sitting on a cushion. You can sit on a block, you can sit on a bolster, you can sit on a pillow. It might be useful to have a mat for this practice, or maybe you can just be on soft carpet or a rug, because we will be doing a little bit of movement in a moment. But either way, sit comfortably. Once you're seated, maybe with the legs crossed, just allow your spine to naturally lengthen, just a feeling of creating space between the vertebrae. And as you lengthen and lift up through tall to the crown of the head, allow your shoulders to relax. Place the backs of your hands on your knees or your thighs. Let the palms be open. And when you're ready, and when you feel stable in your seat, just gently allow your eyes to close. And once your eyes are closed, just take a few moments to sit here, as still as you can. Just begin tuning out from the drone of thoughts, from maybe the sounds around you, the energy around you, just letting go, detaching slightly, and starting to gravitate your attention, your awareness towards your inner space, into the body, as we begin to notice perhaps a landscape of sensation which is available to us in this present moment. Begin to notice more and more what's going on inside you in the form of sensation, but as you do that, try not to label the experience, try not to judge the experience, try not to change or manipulate the experience in any way. Just sit in presence with whatever is there. And this is our first stage, if you like, of offering ourselves Maitri, or friendliness, by simply sitting still, by allowing our mind to gaze inwards, to notice the sensations in a way that is non-judgmental, in a way that doesn't try to change anything, is in and of itself an act of friendliness. So just continue with that inner gaze for a moment or two longer. And as you gaze inwards, just begin to notice your breath. Greet your breath with a friendly inner smile. Greet your breath even with an inner friendly phrase of good morning breath, or hello breath, I welcome you into my body. Just again, setting the tone of this Maitri, setting the tone of this friendliness within. And just try to bring more and more of your awareness onto your breath. And just notice the way that you can feel the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Keeping the breath natural for now. And we're just going to start by taking a few long, slow breaths. So from your next inhale, start to breathe in through the nose, and as you breathe in, just lengthen the inhale. Allow the chest, the side of the ribs and the belly to expand in every direction, and pause gently in a friendly manner at the top of your inhale. And then slowly start to breathe out, releasing, feeling the chest and the side of the ribs and the belly drawing back towards your center. and then pause at the end of the exhale. Continue breathing in this way at your own pace, trying to find that balance between a long breath but a comfortable breath. Honoring the pauses as moments of space at the top of the inhale and at the end of the exhale. Take your time and bring patience to the way in which you breathe. Again, bringing patience into our minds, bringing patience into the way that we treat and handle our bodies is also an act of friendliness. So continue to breathe in this way. And as you continue to breathe in this way, see if you can visualize at your very center the sun. A bright golden orb, the sun, shining from the center of your heart and warming and radiating and illuminating this experience and shining an energy of friendliness into your body, into your breath, into your mind. Each time you inhale, visualize the orb of the sun expanding in every direction to fill every space in your body. And each time you exhale, just visualize dissolving into that energy, dissolving into that light, dissolving into that energy of Maitri, that energy of friendliness. Continue to breathe in this way for another couple of rounds, remembering that we want to absorb our attention as fully and as completely into the breath and the bhavana of this expanding sun and this dissolving, this dissolution into the light with each inhale and exhale. One more breath. At the end of the exhale, just relax the breath. Sit quietly for a moment or two. And now we're going to introduce the mantra for our practice today. So when we practice a mantra, the idea is that we don't just mechanically chant it. The idea is that we bring in a feeling state or a visualization to help create that state within ourselves at this moment of time. So the mantra that we're going to be using sounds like this. Om Mitraya Namaha. So that simply means Om is the energizing part of the mantra to make it sacred. Mitraya, we essentially Namaha, we bow down or we offer salutations to the friend in the sky, one that is universally friendly, eternally there with us, shining friendliness into our lives and into the world around. So when we chant this mantra, which we'll chant 6 times together, just see if you can imagine the friendly radiance of the sun shining from your heart space. So we'll chant 6 times. Inhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. 2 more. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. Just take a moment to sit quietly, feel the vibration of the chant within. Then slowly, either with the eyes closed or with the eyes open, just take your arms out to the side. Plant your fingers gently onto the ground on either side of your hips. And let us see if we can just take a couple of movements where we inhale and raise the arms, exhale, bring them down, with a feeling of reaching up into the energy of the sun and drawing that energy down into our bodies and into our minds. So as you inhale, slowly take the arms all the way up overhead. Breathe in tall. Imagine your fingertips reaching up towards the sun. Exhale, slowly release down and draw that energy down into your body, into your breath, into your mind. Again, inhale slowly. Feel the arms reaching up, growing tall like a sunflower towards the sun. Pause at the top. And then slowly, once again, exhaling, drawing the arms all the way down. 4 more times. Inhale, slowly to rise. Breathe in all the way to the top of the movement. Pause. Exhaling, slowly bringing the arms all the way down. Inhale to rise. Pause. Exhale to draw down, to feel the energy moving into body, breath and mind. Inhale, slowly raise the arms all the way up. Pause. Exhale, all the way down. Place the hands back on the knees or the thighs. Just sit quietly for a moment. And just continue to see if you can cultivate a connection to the sun in your heart space. And imagine that it is radiating, vibrating a friendly energy towards you and further beyond the body towards all beings. If the eyes are closed, gently open the eyes. Come off the cushion or whatever you happen to be sitting on. And then we're going to come to the back of the mat. We're going to come to Vajrasana. So kneeling at the back of the mat. And bring the hands together in front of the heart space. So in a moment what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and we're going to stand on our knees and raise the arms up. And then as we exhale, we're going to come down into Vajrasana, forward bend or child's pose, but we're going to chant as we come down. Then we're going to come up once again, raising the arms. And then we're going to return to kneeling, hands in front of the heart space, and we'll chant on that exhale. So we're going to chant on each exhale, and we're going to see if we can move and breathe and be in a state that is friendly towards ourselves. So let's give this a go. So as you inhale, slowly stand on your knees, send the arms all the way up, reaching up towards the sun, and then we'll chant as we come down. Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up, palms together, gaze up towards the sky, reach for the sun, coming back to kneeling. Om Mitraya Namaha. Keep visualizing the sun. Inhale. Slowly stand on your knees. Grow tall like a flower. Reach to the skies. Pause. Coming down, we chant. Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale. Slowly rise all the way up. Palms together. Back to kneeling as we chant. Om Mitraya Namaha. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, rising up. Om Mitraya Namaha. Breathing in to rise, to kneeling. Om Mitraya Namaha. Last one on your own. Om Mitraya Namaha. Mitraya Namaha. Just sit quietly in Vajrasana with your hands in front of the heart space, dropping the head down. Just honoring the energy of the sun in our hearts, radiating its warm, illuminating, friendly energy to us and all beings. May we bring that energy into our lives. May we bring that energy into the way that we treat ourselves and all beings. Slowly release the hands down. Stretch the legs out in front of you, nice and long. You can have the knees slightly bent if that feels more comfortable, or feel free to stretch them fully out. And again, we're going to inhale in a moment, raise the arms, and on our exhale, we're going to fold and we're going to chant again. So really try to connect to the chant as fully as you can with that feeling of connecting to the benevolent, friendly energy of the sun. We'll do this 4 times. Inhale, slowly raise the arms all the way up. Coming down, we chant Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale, all the way up. Pause at the top and we're going to come straight back down chanting Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale. Twice more. Om Mitraya Namaha. Inhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. All the way up. Inhale. Raise the arms overhead. Bring the palms together if it's comfortable. Exhale. Slowly draw the energy of the sun down into the heart space. Drop the head. Just take a moment here. Slowly release the hands. And then we'll return to the position in which we started. Sitting cross-legged or sitting comfortably in any way that suits you. Again, I'm going to bring the cushion underneath me for support. Bring the backs of the hands onto the knees once again, palms facing up, just signifying that we are open to receiving, to being present. Allowing the eyes to close, dropping the gaze inwards once again, and connecting to the image of the sun in our heart space and the feeling that that sun is shining brightly, the energy of Maitri, the energy of friendliness into our bodies, the energy of friendliness into our entire being. Just take a moment here to stabilize, to settle. And we're going to place one hand gently on the center of the chest, connecting more viscerally to this feeling of the sun shining in the heart space. And we're going to chant 6 times the same mantra we've been using, but this time a feeling that we are dissolving into the mantra and dissolving into the heart space with a feeling of being absorbed and held in this friendly, kind, benevolent energy. So let's inhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha. Last one. Om Mitraya Namaha. Release the hand down and just sit quietly with the resonance of the chant for a few quiet moments. The final part of our practice today is we're just going to practice a cooling breath. We can either practice Shitali, which is when we bring the tongue into a straw shape or a curl shape like this. And we stick the tongue out slightly and curl it round. And when we breathe in through the curled tongue. Then we pause and we breathe out through the nose. Or Shitkari. If you can't curl the tongue, that's fine. But what you can do is close the teeth and just press the tongue gently into the back of the teeth and widen the mouth slightly and suck the air in through the teeth. Then at the end of the inhale, close the mouth and breathe out through the nose. The idea is whether you're doing the first version or the second version, we're just bringing a little bit of cooling energy and cool air into the system. So we'll do this 6 times. So making or taking the position with the tongue or the teeth, slowly breathe in. Bring the tongue in, close the mouth. Slowly breathe out through the nose. 5 more times, breathing in through the method of your choice. Keep going, just being as present with the breath as you can. Again, offering this breath to yourself as a friendly gesture, as a friendly, kind energy. Maybe 3 more breaths or thereabouts, just taking your time, not rushing, being present, being patient. Again, being patient is an act of friendliness in this day and age. Keep going with this cooling breath, maybe 2 more. Last one, cool breath in through the teeth or the tongue. Bring the tongue in or close the mouth and slowly breathe out through the nose. Take a moment here. The invitation now is to bring one hand onto the center of the chest and to place the other hand on top of that hand. Drop the head down. And we finish just by observing our inner space, and as we do so, seeing if we can set a gentle intention, an intention to bring whatever small amount of Maitri, of friendliness, we have managed to cultivate in this practice, seeing if we can bring it with us off the mat into our daily lives, reflecting on how we can maybe be more friendly to ourselves today, whether it be through slowing down, through reducing the number of meetings or appointments we have, by maybe walking a little bit slower to the place we have to go, or just bringing more of a calm energy as best we can into our interactions with others. And also seeing if, as best we can, in all interactions with others, we can shine that friendly energy of the sun in all directions, wherever we are, of course, to the best of our capacity. Let us set this intention, bring it into our hearts. When that intention is sealed, let us bring our hands together now in front of the heart space, Anjali Mudra. Drop the head down. We bow down to the energy of the sun within us. We're honored by its presence within, shining that friendly energy and light to us and all beings. And we offer gratitude for sharing this practice today. We offer gratitude for being in receipt of these ancient teachings. May all beings be well. May all beings be at peace. Namaste. So, thank you everyone for joining this short practice today. I hope that practicing this Mitra Bhavana, or the cultivation of this energy of friendliness, has been something useful for you, and you can continue to try to practice bringing it into your day-to-day life, and maybe seeing if you can do this practice on a regular basis to see what happens when we bring intentionality into our mindset and we practice it on a regular basis. So as always, thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.